Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading for the month of June. This is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box for a private reading with me if you so choose. Libra, in this reading, I'm going to be pulling past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the month of June is the Page of Pentacles. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords upright. Okay. Okay. Libra, your challenge here has a lot to do with the Page of Pentacles. Could mean a couple of things for you. The first message I have here, I have two messages. The first one here is some of you are dealing with somebody who's breadcrumbing you, and it's been very challenging to identify this and really make a solid decision about this person. For others of you, this is challenging because you may be in a position in your life right now where you have to start over again, or you have to start something new. Some of you, this is about a school, a job, a career change. Maybe you're going back to school, or you're having a difficulty determining if you want to go back to school. We're going to find out what the Page of Pentacles means for you, why it's showing up as your challenge in a moment. In the recent past, you have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Wands, and you have the Death. So in the recent past, there was definitely very important communication that came in about your future. I do feel that you had certain visions for the future. Maybe you had certain projects or destinations that you wanted to travel to in the past. There's something here about your dreams crumbling or not coming to fullness here in the past. Others of you were dating somebody at a distance, and this person who was at a distance may have decided to end things with you in the past because there was either I'm not quite sure until I clarify, but there's something here about a relationship from a distance ending. Maybe you were at a distance from this person, or there was communication about something here ending from a distance, okay? We're going to clarify this and get more information in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Moon, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Queen of Cups. So in the present moment with the Moon here, there's definitely something about hidden secrets, things that are happening on the subconscious level. This has a lot to do with the love connection that you're involved in, okay? This is about how you give love, how you receive love. Things have been difficult for many of you in the present moment, okay? And there's a situation in your life, Libra, where you currently are trying to make this situation work over and over and over again. And some of you watching this right now, your life has been hard. There's something in your life that's been really difficult with the Nine of Wands, right? And the Nine of Wands here is talking about trying to make something work for quite some time. And I think deep down inside, you feel a certain way about how you're giving so much to the situation and it's not really going the way that you want it to go. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to clarify all the cards and get more information for you in a moment. In the near future, you have the Knight of Cups, you have the Emperor, and you have the Five of Swords, okay? So for you in the near future, there's something here that you end up addressing, okay? I feel like you address something, and the way it ends up, okay? It ends up you standing up for yourself. A lot of you are in the Five of Swords energy in the near future. You're saying what you want, how you want things to go. You're making it very clear how things need to be. And in the near future with the Emperor and the Knight of Cups, somebody in your life, they're not being the Emperor that you want, okay? They're not showing up as the Emperor. They're showing up as the Knight of Cups. And what does that mean? It means that emotionally, sometimes they're on and they're giving you everything that you need and you want. And at other times, they're completely devoid of emotions with you. And this is something that really bothers you. And I feel that in the future, you're going to express that, because if you're a rising, let's say you're a rising Libra, Saturn is moving into your 7th house in Aries. And this means that a lot of you are going to be dealing with a partner that becomes a lot more serious. Maybe they become very much connected to, you know, the Saturnian energy, right? Becoming more responsible, or maybe that's what you're expecting. Some of you are just expecting your partner to be more responsible and more, you know, just available to you in general from the Emperor energy. And Aries is that Emperor energy, right? So I feel there's an important message here about your love life here in the near future, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. Because you start to express how you truly feel within a connection, it leads to a conflict. Because somebody here wasn't expecting you to express how you truly feel. You truly get down to the nitty-gritty and you tell this person, look, this is how I feel. This is what needs to be resolved. I'm not going to continue to give to this situation, Six of Pentacles, if I feel alone. A lot of you are in a relationship, you feel alone. You maybe have expressed what you needed and a lot of time has passed. And for many of you, this is with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm getting a Virgo here or an Aquarius. Okay. So you're dealing with somebody here that you start to express very clearly what you feel, how you want things to go. And they're shocked. They're shocked that you start to express how you truly feel. So let's get into your reading. Let's clarify everything. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so your challenge is the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the World. So your biggest challenge here for you, Libra, has a lot to do with recognizing certain aspects or elements within a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a relationship of a roommate. It could be a relationship with someone that you're married to. It could be a friendship. There's something here about setting boundaries. There's something here about setting boundaries, expectations, how you want certain things to be in your life, how you want a relationship to be, how you want your home situation to be. For many of you, there's a cycle that's closing out, and I keep getting the World for everybody in June, for everybody. So tarot is real. It literally is, because, you know, it's so obvious that a cycle is coming to an end in the month of May. So your biggest challenge here is to ask yourself, if the breadcrumbing, because there's a bit of this breadcrumbing energy in a relationship that you're involved in, even though you've stated your standards and you've said, this is what I want in a relationship, this is how I want things to go, this is how I think that we should proceed forward, this person just keeps breadcrumbing you. They keep giving you little crumbs of chips, you know? They just, you know, they're eating chips and the crumbs are falling and they're saying, okay, Libra, here's the crumbs. Here you go. Here's the crumbs. And you're looking at this person and you're like, excuse me. I deserve better than this. I deserve more than this. And you may be telling this person, right? You know, if things don't change, then maybe we should just end things. So you have high standards in June. And when you start to express your standards and expectations towards this person, you may start to feel that things are coming to an end. And it's going to be totally up to you, Libra, right? It's going to be totally up to you. Do you want to continue carrying on with a relationship that gives you the minimum, the minute? Okay, it's going to be up to you, but that's going to be a big part of your challenge because it looks like somebody here is not willing to change. Okay, and it's an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or somebody who has earth energy very strong in their chart. Like I said, it could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Taurus, a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, this is somebody that you have memories with, by the way. It's somebody that you have history with, or you've done things with this person. So it's not, I don't feel this is a new person per se. Okay, so let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify. Okay, so you have the Three of Wands in the recent past. That's clarified by the Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star. You tried to make things work with someone who you were at a distance with in the past. Now, even if you were in a relationship with somebody where you felt that this person wasn't necessarily at a distance, let's say you were dating someone and they were living in your house or they were living beside you or whatever, the relationship started to feel distant, okay? Some of you were actually doing long distance in the past with somebody, or you were living with somebody where it felt that you weren't even with this person, that it was a long distance relationship. You tried everything in your power to heal the connection, to work on it, because you felt in the past, Libra, that this was the one. This was the person that you were meant to be with. You felt that you met this person at the right time, the way they were acting, the way the relationship ended up being, it was so magical for you in the past. And as a result of that, you may have said to yourself, I don't care what I need to do. I am going to be able to heal this and make this work. So there was an important conversation or communication here in the past. And what that led to was it led to a lot of anxiety and stress and fear, because what happened, and this doesn't resonate with all of you, but somebody here left in the past, okay? And I feel that many of you were dealing with somebody who, when you started to express what you wanted and what you needed out of the relationship, this person left or they abandoned you, okay? They picked up and they left. And you may have said, wow, so now you're showing your true colors. Now you're showing me who you really are. Relationship came to an end. It did bring a lot of anxiety and stress to you, but the reason why it came to an end was because no matter how much you tried to make the situation work, it just didn't bring you or give you the type of value that you felt you truly needed to deserve here in the past. You also have the Death here, and that is clarified by the Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Page of Cups. So in the recent past, someone tried to apologize. This is someone that you were married to or in some sort of commitment with. And even though things came to an end here in the past, this person tried to apologize in the past. And some of you did have a new beginning with this person, and some of you just accepted the fact that it was done here, okay? But somebody here in the past, I feel this is your person, they tried to reflect on the situation and make the situation better, because it's not as if you didn't express what you needed here. Somebody expressed what they needed here in the past, and because they were ignored, or because they were abandoned here in the past, the situation just ended, and it devastated a lot of you. It devastated you because a lot of you may have said, well, I never thought this person would have left me. Like, they just picked up and they just left me. I can't believe it. So that's what happened to many of you in the past. Now let's clarify the present moment. Ooh, Eight of Cups. Somebody's walked away in the present moment. They're out. They're emotionally not there anymore. I don't know if this is you or your person. It's almost like somebody has gone silent now. That's what I'm getting. That Five of Wands keeps coming out for everybody. Everybody's in conflict or what? Comment below and let me know. Because all the readings I've done, everybody's in like some argument or something. Okay. So you have the Moon here. The Moon is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. So eventually somebody finds out the truth. Somebody has found out the truth in the present moment, Libra. And some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. I'm getting a Scorpio, a Pisces here, or an Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Somebody found out the truth, and that's why they left. Okay, they disconnected, or they haven't been responding to your messages. There's been no contact, excuse me. So somebody here is waiting in the present moment for this person who left, but because this person found out the truth, they've decided to completely walk away or disconnect from the situation, and there's been nothing but a waiting game in the present moment. You also have the Nine of Wands. So in the present moment, somebody's desperately trying to make a situation work. Like, they're really trying to feed into this and make it work. And it's because there's been a conflict, and the conflict has a lot to do with what happened in the past. The fact that somebody left, they didn't try to resolve the issue, they didn't try to work on it, and it just ended. And somebody here in the present moment is saying, no, I'm not going to continue to give to this situation, because the more I give to this situation, the more there's conflict. So what's the point of continuing to invest my passion and energy into something that just leads to a conflict? So somebody here is doing a lot of waiting. They're not taking action. They're just looking and observing. Some of you are talking to somebody, and when you send messages to this person, they leave you on red, or you leave them on red. Somebody's left on red because they just don't want to continue to engage in conflict. It's just simply not worth it anymore. Yeah. Okay, Queen of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Somebody is so hurt in the present moment that they have chosen to completely block themselves off. And I feel like this could be you. Some of you watching this, you have a moon water sign, maybe like a moon Cancer, or you have a moon Scorpio or moon Pisces. I'm getting more of a moon Cancer here. Somebody here is super emotional and they're just wanting to find out the truth. Okay. So some of you found out the truth. Others of you are in the process of finding out the truth. And when you finally find out the truth, you are going to feel that you wasted your time giving this person your all, only to realize that you should have just blocked them and moved on from them. Because some of you have given so much to this person and they don't deserve it. And that's why there's a conflict in the present moment, that somebody is pretending that there isn't any issues, and there is issues. 100% there's issues here, right? So this is what I feel is happening in the present moment. And this is why your challenge here is the World, because it's quite evident that a relationship is just done. Like there's nothing but breadcrumbing happening here and you're hoping for the best, but that's why there's a conflict. Okay. So this is what I see in the present moment. Now let's talk about the near future for you. Let's clarify all the cards. There's that breadcrumbing energy again in the near future. That's part of your challenge. Page of Pentacles is your challenge, and it's showing up at the bottom of the deck in the near future. Okay, let's talk about it. In the near future, you have the Five of Swords. So somebody here is stepping on toes. They're really sticking up for what it is that they want. They're expressing themselves. They're saying, look, this is what I need, I want. This is you in the near future, the Knight of Swords. You're cutting this person off. You're literally cutting them off because you find out the truth. Somebody here either A, puts you in a third party, B, they prefer third parties, or they're doing something that comes to light. When you find out, you know how you find out? I'm going to tell you how you find out about the situation, and it's going to shock you. How you find out about this is when you say or do something abruptly. You do something so abrupt that this person just, everything comes out to the surface. Everything is like, it comes out. And a lot of you kind of knew this was already going to happen because this is what's happening in the present moment. I feel in the present moment, something's boiling. It's boiling like this. But the death is here in the near future, and it was here in the past. So something already ended, but somebody here is trying to revive it. Okay. They're trying to do CPR on the relationship and they're trying to revive it. And there really is no point in doing that. So in the near future, I do get a sense here that, somebody here expresses what they want. They're ruthless about it. And you say enough is enough. And I see you just cutting this person off. Okay. And why? Because you have an expectation, and every time this person comes towards you, it's just breadcrumbs. It's literally them eating chips. Crumbs are falling from their mouth and they expect you to grovel at their feet for the crumbs. Like, hun, you're not going to do that. You're not going to grovel at this person's feet for the crumbs. Like, no, sorry. I can take my own money and buy my own bag of chips, like for real. So I really do feel strongly, and I'm trying to make light of this because it is an intense situation, but yeah, you know, Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords, like this is brutal energy. This is brutal. Look at it. It's like, oh, that's how you're going to be. You're out. It's intense energy. I have to keep it real with you. So moving on from that, you have the Knight of Cups. Somebody here is emotionally inconsistent. They're only consistent with you when they want something from you. Why? Because this person sees that you're very independent, you're very abundant, and this person wants your abundance, but they want it when it works for them. And for many of you, you're recognizing this and you're putting an end to it. Okay. So what's coming to an end in the near future is the difficulties that you've faced with this person who's been breadcrumbing you. There's a brand new beginning that you're going to be having. Many of you are going to focus on yourself. There's a strong indication here of you focusing on yourself, doing everything for yourself, and cutting this person out of your life. Why? Because you want stability. And this is what Saturn is teaching you when it enters into your 7th house, especially if you're a rising Libra. Even if you're not a rising Libra, this is affecting your sun, your moon, and rising. So Saturn is going to be opposing you, and it's going to show you what you truly deserve. So for many of you, you're moving into a new direction in the future, And I see the summertime. Okay, the summertime is when things are gonna pop off for you, especially August. But this is the prelude of what is coming in for you, and you have the strength in the sun, right? So a lot of you in the near future are going to harness the strength, the responsibility, the structure in order to push yourself towards a new beginning where you can find your emperor, where your emperor can find you, not you finding your emperor, girl. No, your emperor is going to find you. Okay. Even if you're a man, okay, and you're watching this and you resonate with it, you go. Maybe it resonates with you. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But this is about standards in the near future. And it's so evident here that that's what you're following through on. Okay. So with that being said, let's get some advice for you, Libra. I just saw 2020 on the clock. Please check out what 2020 means. There could be some important angel numbers there that you need to hear about 2020. You can comment below. Let us know what 2020 means. I'll pin you in the comments and like your comment. What's your advice? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. I like that. You have the Fool and the Chariot. Your biggest piece of advice is to start focusing on what is bringing abundance to your life. Point blank. If the situation is not bringing you coins, if the situation is not bringing you to move forward, if the situation is not bringing you a brand new, beautiful, and sexy new beginning, don't even waste your energy on it. Do not. Do not waste your energy on arguing. Do not waste your energy on trying to convince somebody that they need to be better. If they're coming in as they are, expect them to be that way moving forward. Your biggest piece of advice is move towards your abundance. It's so simple. If it's not abundant, recycling bin. If it's not abundant, garbage bin. If it's not abundant, compost bin. Just move towards your abundance. Libra, I hope you got something from this reading. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.